Game addiction. It's a phrase that makes everyone think of wasted time or missed opportunities. But what if it's not that black and white? What if being hooked on games actually led to the best parts of your life? It saved mine. I know a lot of people see gaming and think addiction right away. And honestly, it's easy to assume that. But here's the thing, if some spent 3 hours reading a book or practicing sports, it would be praised as dedication or passion. But the moment someone's gaming for that long, suddenly it's considered a problem. Why is that? In this video, I'm going to share how gaming shaped my life for the better. How it gave me confidence, friendships, and even helped me meet my wife. But I'm also going to talk about where that line is between healthy passion and harmful addiction. Let's get into it. I've been gaming for almost my entire life. And while it started as something fun to do, it slowly became so much more. Gaming gave me a place where I could challenge myself, take risks, and step out of my comfort zone, all without fear of real-world consequences. Whether it was playing a competitive multiplayer game and learning to develop my patience, or solving tricky puzzles with my creativity, I was constantly learning and growing. At such a young age, I was learning so much more than most people my age were. I was learning in a way that school never taught me. But what I didn't realize was how much this confidence would spill into real life. The more I pushed myself in games, the easier it got to push myself outside of them. I found it easier to meet new people, speak up, and do even better in job interviews. It's like gaming showed me a version of myself that I didn't know existed. And once I saw it and realized I could implement it into my real life relationships and skills, I knew I could never go back. One of the biggest gifts gaming gave me was connection. Some of the most meaningful friendships I've ever had started by us playing games together. But it wasn't just friends. Gaming was how I met my wife. During our first year of marriage, we were long distance and gaming was our lifeline. Sure, we could have called or texted, but gaming gave us something more. Gaming gave us a shared experience. Something that regular phone calls or video chats couldn't replicate. We were solving puzzles, keeping each other alive in intense firefights, or just goofing off and forgetting about the distance between us. And in those moments, the thousands of miles didn't seem so far. Even when we were thousands of miles apart, I won't lie, I was glued to my PC during that time. But can you blame me? It was one of the only ways we could feel close to each other. Those gaming sessions weren't a waste of time. They were the glue holding us together. We weren't just keeping our relationship alive, we were strengthening it. Gaming gave us a bridge when everything else felt like a barrier in our lives. For me, gaming isn't just pixels on a screen. It's where I built confidence, formed deep connections, and even found love. And yeah, maybe I was addicted. But if that's what addiction looked like in those moments, I wouldn't change it. I know this might seem like I'm saying gaming all day is the answer, and no, that's not at all what I'm trying to say. Like anything in life, too much of it can be harmful. I've definitely spent my fair share of hours glued to the screen only to realize that real life responsibilities were slipping through the cracks. I've had moments where my to-do list piled up or I found myself avoiding things I knew I needed to do. It's all about balance, and trust me, it's something I've had to learn the hard way. Gaming is amazing, but it's not a replacement for everything else. It can't replace quality time with family, career goals, or staying active and healthy. But when you find that balance, gaming becomes something more than just a hobby. It can be a source of growth. It's about enjoying the good that gaming brings, building confidence, creating connections, and experiencing moments that make us feel like we're a part of something bigger, without letting it consume everything else in our lives. In the end, it's all about setting boundaries. Sure, gaming can offer a sense of accomplishment and connection, but so can all other aspects of our life. The key is learning how to juggle those different elements in a way that make us feel fulfilled and not overwhelmed. So is gaming addiction always a bad thing? The answer isn't as straightforward as you might think. No, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes what people call addiction is really just a deep passion for something, a way to connect with others, or even a form of escape when life gets tough. It's easy to label gaming as a negative habit, but for me, it's been a force of growth. Gaming has helped me build confidence, step outside my comfort zone, and become a more social person. It's been a bridge to some of the most meaningful relationships I have today. Whether it's friends I've met online or the love of my life, my wife, whom I met through gaming, These connections were born out of shared experiences, laughter, and challenges. And through all that, I've become a better, more resilient person. But again, even something you love can be harmful. That's why I always remind myself to check in on my priorities. Gaming is a huge part of my life, and I'm never gonna push that away or deny that fact. But it doesn't define me. I make sure I take time to nurture the other aspects of my life. I've noticed that doing this has also allowed me to appreciate gaming a lot more than just playing it mindlessly 24/7. Having those breaks allows me to appreciate the time I have when I am playing. So yeah, gaming has been incredibly positive for me, but only because I learned how to balance it with everything else. The important thing is to let gaming add to your life and not take over it. Make it a tool for learning, for growth, for building connections rather than letting it control you and your time. Don't let it take away your energy in ways that it takes away from your other goals in life. But now, after watching this, I have a question for you. What about you? Has gaming shaped your life in a positive way, or have you struggled with finding that balance? I'd love to hear some of your perspectives in the comments. Maybe you've had similar experiences, or maybe you've learned how to set your own boundaries with gaming. Either way, let's talk about it. If this video made you think and gave you a new perspective, consider showing your support and subscribing. This is also my second video ever, so please give me some feedback so I can improve for my videos in the future. Thanks for watching and see ya!